When you woke up today, did you realize that it was going to be one of those days? Probably not. Most of us wake up and we have really good intentions and plans for what we want to do today and for how we expect things to work out. And then all of a sudden, something small happens to derail our day. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please share it with others you know. There's a lot of hope, help, and support for caregivers. So let's say that you started out your day today and you were getting ready to go to work and do all these things. On the way to work, something happened. You got a nail in your tire. And now you have to go find a tire repair shop to get that repaired so that it doesn't get flat before you either get to work or get home. Then let's say while you're doing that, you get a call from one of your kids. They're sick. They need help. Or even worse, a call from an elderly parent who is having a health issue or something serious, and of course they need you to be there right now, and you're sitting at the tire repair shop or somewhere else, work. What do you do? Let's say that it's an elderly parent and they don't feel well and they're not sure if they should go to the hospital, but you can't be there for an hour and you don't want to wait. In those situations, it's usually best if the situation is serious, but how do you know, right? Does your parent have a fever? Are they not feeling well? Faint, sweaty, really a super difficult day for them, a change in condition? Or this has happened before and you kind of know what is about to happen. In that case, I always recommend sending a parent to the hospital, but then also making sure that you as the adult child or the spouse or whoever you are caring for, that you actually show up in that hospital emergency room. And I know it can be time consuming. I know it can take your entire day because I did the same thing when I managed care for my clients. I would get calls saying, well, Pamela, Mrs. Smith is going to the emergency room. And I would say, okay, which one? Get in my car, go to the emergency room, show up, have all of their information, and talk to the doctors. Why is this important? It's important for a number of reasons, especially if the person isn't feeling well. Imagine this. When you don't feel well, how easy is it for you to explain to somebody what your health conditions are, what your medications are, what your medical history is? The doctors in the emergency room can only do so much. They can do all of the medical stuff like take blood work and read x-rays and look at all of that. But what they really need, what really can help the person in the emergency room, is the ability to be able to give a medical history about health and medications and what happened that day that the situation changed. That's the way that we help parents in emergency situations get better care. And it really is the way that we help parents or grandparents or a spouse in all health situations to get better care. Everyone needs a helper, a caregiver, an advocate, somebody else who can add information when we may not feel good or when we may be so tired that we're forgetful. All of those little bits and pieces of information about health and well-being help doctors do a better job for us. Now, if we can also involve our parents in that and other family members in that so that we are not the only person in the family doing everything, that happens a lot. It's also important to have a plan for these unexpected issues. If you are a caregiver for a parent, it's important to realize what can happen, not always what will happen, but what can happen. What kind of plan do you have if you get a call at 2 a.m. and your parent's going to the emergency room, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon? What kind of plan do you have if your parent's sick and they need to go to the doctor? Talking about all of these unexpected things that can and are likely to happen when we age. And this is going to happen to all of us, not just our parents, but us as that caregiver, because someday we will be the age of our parents. So what plans do you have for when you get sick or when a parent gets sick? or if a parent needs more care, or if prescriptions have to be picked up. Talking about these concerns within families can help us avoid it becoming one of those days. Another part of one of those days is if you have a plan, rather than feeling like it's a crisis and you don't know what to do and you don't have enough information and you've got to figure all this out, if you have a plan, you'll be less emotionally stressed. You'll know, well, we talked about this. We have option A, option B, and option C. I think I'll do B. Talking about issues in families, having a plan, relieves a lot of the caregiving stress when everything turns upside down, and it turns out to be one of those days. If you need help planning for aging situations, for care situations, for the unexpected, you can visit my website. Go to the How I Help button. On there you can select Elder Care Consultation and you can schedule a call or a video meeting with me, and I will help you and your family plan for care needs. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please share this video with other people you know, other caregivers, other family members who are looking for hope, help, and support. Have a fabulous day today, and I will see you again soon in another video.